Stephen A., you want to start here?
Well, first of all, he's inaccurate. No one has ever questioned the work ethic of Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant's a basketball junkie. So that is just not true. That's number one. Number two, I don't recall the word coward. Certainly never came out of my mouth. We just said that it's a weak move by a superstar to go to a pretty much already finished product. Number three, go ahead and do whatever you got to do to motivate yourself, but embrace reality for what it is. Kevin Durant, as a player, as far as I'm concerned, is one of the top 3 players on the planet. You can't find more than 3 players in the world better than him, as far as I'm concerned. He's just that lethal. But it's because of your greatness that the line is applicable. You understand? With greatness comes great responsibility. I don't know whether that was a Spider-Man movie or something else.
Uncle Ben.
Max reads all the time.
It's in the Bible.
Uncle Ben, okay. Well, I understand that. But here's the deal.
Uncle Ben.
Kevin Durant, he can find a way to motivate himself. Hopefully it will work for him. But in the end, he brought all of this on himself. He brought it on himself because of the team he went to. He brought it on himself because of the way he handled his departure. And that has a lot to do with it. And what it comes down to is that he's trying to adopt this victim's mentality. Okay. He is no victim. You are not a victim when you go to a 73-19. You are not a victim when you blow a 3-1 lead in the conference finals and then leave less than or about a month later to the team that beat you. You are not a victim when you are the prohibitive favorites on a team already loaded with the 2-time league reigning MVP and the greatest shooting backcourt in history. You're not a victim. So, you know, he goes out there and he practices because that's what he does, and he's a basketball junkie. He's committed to it. But that victim's mentality that he's trying to adopt, it doesn't fit him. It's not going to work. He is no victim.
So let me get this straight now. We're acquiring footage, one way or another, of a guy just about all alone in a gym.
Sure.
After hours, working on his game. And what he says out loud to motivate himself now, we're going to take as some PR stunt by the player?
No.
I don't care what a player does to motivate himself. Marcellus Wiley, my former broadcast partner on TV and the radio for almost 6 years, used to tell me a saying that is, I believe it was from his grandma Blackie. She used to say, "Don't tell me about the pain, show me the baby." No one cares how Durant gets there. Certainly, I don't care how he gets there. Just got to get it done. And if what it takes is motivating himself, even if it's ridiculous. Look, athletes always find these ridiculous ideas, straw men really, to take shots at, to give them motivation. And the example I usually use is Derek Jeter, I remember. I think it was after the '98 season, I'm pretty sure, where they won 125 games and swept the World Series. I remember Derek Jeter coming out and saying, like, "Oh, they thought we couldn't do it." And I thought, who are these people who thought you couldn't do it? Like, you guys were favored the whole way. You're considered one of the greatest teams of all time. But even someone like Derek Jeter, the consummate winner, no one would call him running from a challenge or anything like that, needed to find motivation. And in Durant's case, he's not just making it up. I'm quite sure he's seen this, not only on his mentions on his timeline, but in the press. Maybe not from you, but from others. He's a coward. He took the easy way out. And so there he is, using whatever he can, kind of narrating his own story in an empty gym, working on his game. I got no beef with KD.
Well, let's be clear about something here. First of all, no one said it was a PR stunt. Secondly, in this day and age, who the hell knows whether or not it was one? Everybody uses everything. Twitter, Facebook, and beyond. Everything could be about. It wouldn't surprise me at all if 3 weeks from now we saw that as a commercial. You understand what I'm saying? I mean,
it looked like a commercial.
I'm just saying that's number two. Number three, what we do is we comment about what you put out there. He put that out into the stratosphere. I'm not losing any sleep over Kevin Durant. I sleep quite well, and when I don't sleep quite well, it's because I'm busy for different reasons other than Kevin Durant. So please, I wasn't going there.
Okay.
Get your minds out the gutter. I'm not talking about that. Okay, I'm just saying.
Post-game,
watching Sports Center, you know, all of that other stuff. All I'm trying to say is that it ain't Kevin Durant. Nobody's losing sleep over that. All I'm saying is I'm commenting about this from this perspective. My brother, go ahead and go for the finals. All right? Don't sit up there and fabricate stories and do it. I mean, Michael Jordan and others may have done that to keep themselves motivated. What should motivate him is the fact that he never has one. Kevin Durant has never won a championship. I recall Michael Jordan motivating himself because Michael Jordan kept winning and beating up on everybody, and he was finding reasons to keep himself motivated so he could keep on winning. I don't recall Michael Jordan or others, for that matter, using fuels to motivate themselves.
He's not cut from that cloth.
I understand that. LeBron James, same thing. I don't recall LeBron James using things to motivate himself before he won a championship. When you are devoid of a title, when you are devoid of the chip, of that ring, that should be enough motivation in and of itself. That's what it is. That's what I'm saying.
Here's the issue with KD that a lot of people have. When he says, it's not life or death for him, seems like it was life or death for Jordan, for Kobe, for Bird, for Magic. Even Magic with a smile still seemed like winning and losing was the only thing that mattered to him. And it doesn't feel that way to KD, and by his own admission, he thinks he said that in the last several years.
Well,
and the question with him is, and what's held against him, I think, by you and others, is that idea that he's not cut from that MJ Kobe killer cloth, right? However, I find it, look, what he's trying to do, maybe you can't do it with that kind of personality, but I find the world a more interesting place if he can. I'm interested to see an original. Here's a guy who doesn't have that overbearing alpha personality, who's just great at basketball and who can win championships anyway, though we both agree he's given himself an enormous advantage on the Golden State Warriors. So wouldn't the world be more interesting, Stephen A. Smith, if he could do it with that personality?
Fine. Max Kellerman, I'm a different dude. I'm an old school kind of guy. I get upset when people get on Kevin Durant for leaving Oklahoma City. I have no problem with him leaving Oklahoma City. That's what you want to do, what you want to do. My biggest issue is him going to the team that beat him. That is my only issue. That is something I told Jay-Z. That is something I told other members of his crew, which he doesn't believe I talk to, but trust me, I do. That is my issue with...
Okay, in that case, what could he say out loud that would have been okay with you? No. If he would have said, they say I'm on a team that's giving me an unfair advantage, you complain about that. What can he say? What motivation does he get?
We're commenting about this particular subject because I want to be clear about where I'm coming from. You let cats off the hook in certain respects when it comes to life and death or whatever. No, not literally, but you ain't playing for free, bro. This brother's going to make $26.6 million this year. He's got an endorsement deal that's going to give him over $300 million. Kevin Durant is getting paid.
Yeah, and in spite of the fact that he's underpaid,
wait a minute.
I think he's... By
the way, I agree with you.
Yeah.
He is underpaid because Kevin Durant deserves all the money he can get because his talent demands it. But at the end of the day, when you're asking people to come and see you, Max, I need to see it hurt you more than it would hurt the average person when you lose. I was at Game 7. Remember, Molly, you and Skip talked to me the next morning. I was at courtside for Game 7.
A lot of these
Russell
dudes...
Westbrook walked off that court furious. Kevin Durant walked off the court looking quite comfortable with losing.
KD
I'm sorry.
Is not the person that we want him to be. But he's his own person. He's something new.
Wait a minute. We're not asking you to be a different person. That's entirely different. What we're asking you is to make sure that it is very obvious that when you lose, it hurts you more than it hurts anybody.
Okay.
What's wrong with that?
Because a lot of the same dudes who people are like, oh, look at him, it's killing him. He just lost the championship. Those same dudes are at the club that night having a good time.
And I'm saying, and I don't like them either.
Well, okay, but they're
over that issue.
Want to see a show.
Over that issue.
You want to see
over that issue. Right. Over that issue. I don't like that.
You want to see a show, you don't care how
I don't like that.
Real quick, before we go to break, there's other great video of KD last night. It was on the 6 o'clock Sports Center. You were on it, so you probably didn't see it. But him and the Warriors team visited San Quentin. Is that how you say it? State prison. They play an annual pickup game. KD didn't participate, but people should check it out on ESPN.com. It was a great piece. So well done. And shout out to them for making that visit.
You know a little bit about basketball. A little bit. A little bit. Who's your team?
After Kobe retired, I don't have a dog in the race. I'm just enjoying.
How'd you feel about Durant going to the Warriors? Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me.
Okay. To me, it's a lose-lose situation. Why? They already won a chip without you, so they don't need you to win the chip.
Yep.
If they win the chip with you, you didn't really help that. And if y'all don't win the chip, what was it all for? So I just don't. I just don't get it.
That's well put. The problem is that KD is, in a sense, reverse engineering his greatness. The whole point of winning chips is I'm one of the central pieces of a championship team. The fact that we won a championship speaks to my greatness. But if you join a team like that already, how does it really speak to your greatness just because you got a chip? The caveat here is LeBron James is so great that when he has some help, other superstars around the league recognize we just need more. Like, to get over that hump, we need more. And I think that's what KD did. He saw LeBron, was like, all right, what's it going to take to get past that guy?
Do you think they'll repeat?
I think
Warriors?
they have the Warriors?
Yeah.
They're not going to repeat because they didn't
No,
win.
no, no. I mean, they'll win again, though.
We'll see.
Sounds
the
like you're
whole
taking
thing.
the
We'll
Cavs.
see, because
That sounds like a
I
Cavs
think-
answer.
Well, I'm saying I was very, very impressed at what the Cavs did last year. Like, and I think that's one of those, we make it a box analogy, that took something out of that team. They
Out of the
young and they
Warriors.
spry out of the Warriors in terms of legacy. Because you look
Well,
at
it definitely
Spurs
tarnished
having a
it for 73
run,
now.
and having these runs. This is the team that has the moment right now. And I think Braun and them took a piece out of that team last
You
year.
could say that. Here's where I'm not challenging it, but I would say this. Harrison Barnes is gone. Andrew Bogut is gone. Draymond Green getting suspended game 5. Then Bogut getting hurt in that game and not really available for the last 2 games. Iguodala getting hurt game 6, not really available. I mean, for the rest of game 6 and game 7, he wasn't himself. I'm saying to you, this is the year, because if they go and get Kevin Durant and then turn around and lose again,
Right.
that's when it's really,
That's
really
bad.
bad. Now, that's bad.
I mean, but you're saying that like it's not possible. Like, I don't know why everybody's just thinking the Warriors just going to walk in like it's that easy to go to 3 back-to-back.
That's him. He's got them favored. I don't know. He's got them winning. I think they can win it, but I'm not ruling out the Cavs at all. But definitely it's a 2-horse race. I think it's the Cavs and the Warriors trilogy. Ain't no way in hell it's going to be anybody else.
Well, you can't count out LeBron after. We just saw, you know what that was last year was Muhammad Ali versus George Foreman. Once Ali upsets Foreman, which is impossible to do, Foreman 40-0, 37-9, he's going to kill Ali, and Ali upsets him. After that, tough to pick against Ali.
Right.
But this is like the next guy is even better than Foreman. Like, Foreman just went and reloaded. This is they took Harrison Barnes away, and they turned Harrison Barnes into Kevin Durant. Good luck, because that went 7 games last year.
By the way, he's got to get ready to go. Before you go, I can't. I was told I couldn't let you off the hook. Who's your best friend since high school?
Marlon Williams, that's my boy. He texting you right now.
He's
a hater.
He said that you lying, that you're jumping off the bandwagon, that
Of
you're
course
a
he's gonna say
diehard
that.
Lakers fan, and you just don't want to acknowledge it because.
Didn't I say?
No, you
since
said Kobe. You said Kobe. You said Kobe. You said Kobe.
I said since Kobe left the league,
Yeah.
I don't have a dog in the race.
Yeah, but he's saying that you do have a dog in the race. That's what he's trying to say about you.
No. Since Kobe left the league, the Lakers just ain't the same. It ain't the same.
You and Marlon have to play the newlywed game or something like that. He doesn't
Now
know you.
he's a bandwagon.
He doesn't know you.
Who's ever winning in the year? I'll tell you a quick story before I go. One time I went to a Lakers game. They was playing the Kings. This dude